For more on this story, we can go across to France 24's Maria Gerth-Niculescu standing by in Addis Ababa. Maria, what is happening there now? Is there an advance on the Ethiopian capital, or is this just a threat for now?
Well, so far, there's been no major advance reported since Monday towards the capital, Addis Ababa. Tigrayan forces and rebels from the Oromia region are still a few hundred kilometers north from the capital. They seem to try to advance further east, which could enable them to reach the highway that leads from Djibouti to Addis Ababa, which could then enable them to block one of the major supply routes leading to the capital. On Tuesday, the government asked residents in Ethiopia's capital to register their weapons and actively protect their neighborhoods. This shows that an advance towards Addis Ababa is not to be excluded. A leader of the TPLF, as well as the Oromo Liberation Army, did express their intentions to eventually enter the capital. Despite this mounting pressure, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed still says that he can indeed win this war. He says the state of emergency will enable to take quick solutions. The measures include some forced military trainings for civilians, as well as possible arrests without any court warrants.
Maria, stay with me now, because a joint investigation by the UN's Human Rights Office and the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission has found that violations are ongoing in the northern region of Tigray. The report even finds that from November of last year to this June, violations that could amount to war crimes were committed by both government forces and rebels. Take a listen.
We have reasonable grounds to believe that during this period, all parties to the Tigray conflict have committed violations of international human rights, humanitarian, and refugee law. Some of these may amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity. Civilians in Tigray have been subjected to brutal violence and suffering. The joint investigation team uncovered numerous violations and abuses, including unlawful killings and extrajudicial executions, torture, sexual and gender-based violence, violations against refugees, and forced displacement of civilians.
Michelle Bachelet speaking there. Maria, how has the Ethiopian government reacted to this report?
Well, the Ethiopian government so far said that it did have reservations concerning this report, although it did recognize its importance in highlighting the suffering of civilian populations in this war. It insisted that the report did not mention any crimes committed by Tigrayan forces in the Amhara and Afar regions since the month of July. An aspect that the government did welcome is the fact that the report could not confirm a willful denial of humanitarian assistance in Tigray, although the investigators did say that further investigation is needed on the matter. The UN had accused several times the Ethiopian government of imposing a humanitarian blockade on Tigray, where about 400,000 people are still facing famine. Overall, there's been quite a lot of skepticism from all sides surrounding this report, as the investigators did have some access problems in some areas in Tigray. There's also a fear that the UN or the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission lack impartiality, but the investigation team did assure that this is the most thorough and impartial investigation that has been conducted so far since the war started in the Tigray region.
Maria, thank you very much for the update. Maria Gerth-Niculescu reporting there for us from the Ethiopian capital.